love the techno music. Welcome in. New KSR Happy Hour. Drew Franklin here with my dear friends Nick Roush, Jack Pilgrim, Zack Geoghegan. And as always, we are brought to you by our even better friends. Sorry, guys, I like them more than you. Our friends at Country Boy Brewing. I see Jack came prepared. I also came packing heat here with the Witness the Citrus. Little favorite.
Nice.
I'm cooking after this. I'm gonna hit the gas a little bit on the percentage before I get in there in the kitchen. Start whipping up some pasta. But good to see you guys for another happy hour.
I'm happy to be here. I'll be behind a grill, so that means I'll need to get a country boy out. What's on the menu tonight, Mr. Franklin?
A little bit of kill the fridge. Tomorrow's the grocery trip, so we're just taking what's left of the vegetables. Had a little bit of shrimp, a little bit of chicken. We're just gonna make a big pasta. Let it all figure itself out.
Yeah, they'll get to know each other in the pot.
Yeah, what's going on with the grill? Talk to me about it as I sip my nice Country Boy Brewing with locations throughout Lexington. New one over here on Winchester Road, the fun one on Chair Avenue, or go out to Georgetown for the big old tap room out there.
Nice. Yeah, I just chicken. I'm getting ready to hit the road for the weekend, so it's like let's have all of this ready for in the event that wife wants to just whip up something really quick. There's just chicken already made. We'll call them chicky nugs, even though it's just grilled chicken. Everything's a chicken nugget when you have children.
All right. Well, we got a lot of nuggets dialed up today on our rundown. A lot of it not sports. We were sitting around and we were thinking, you know what? Who cares what we have to say about Kentucky, Georgia? I mean, Nick does 2 football podcasts as it is. I've got the morning show on the basketball topics. Jack and Zack covered ad nauseum in addition to all the blog posts we've written. So to our viewers today, frankly, we don't care. We're going to do other things. We'll mention a few sports just to check that box so it's considered work here and we're not completely off the rails. But as you can see by our rundown, looks like we just drew a bunch of words out of a hat. But Roush, I'm looking forward to doing something a little different. It gets a little exhausting having the same conversations over and over.
Yeah, especially by Thursday. Like during the summer when we're doing this on Monday, it's a little different. You kind of just had the weekend and maybe there's some takes you weren't able to get off yet. For now, we're just like, I don't know about you guys too, but after this is over with, it's basically the weekend, right? Like you got Thursday night football. There's playoff baseball right now. During some times of the year, there's happy hour or whatever they call it at Churchill Downs for racing. So like when I hit the Thursday, it's like right now is the weekend. So like let's just get to it. We don't need to waste our time breaking down the Georgia wide receivers versus the Kentucky secondary because guess what? They're probably better. I mean, it's Georgia.
Spoiler.
We the Cats.
Hashtag analysis.
Yeah, like they're good. Georgia good at football.
We do have one tab just called sports, so we'll run down through a few topics just quickly, then we'll get to the goods.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with the NBA. We'll just get the weird out of the way. I'm going to go to you, Zack.
Me?
Anthony Davis is going to wear goggles. He said, get ready for me. I'm going to be wearing my Horace Grants. He's going to have them for the rest of the year. That was my biggest takeaway from NBA Media Day earlier this week. But are you a fan of AD going with the goggles? And did you have anything else from Media Day? Because I know you're a big NBA guy.
Well, it's actually kind of funny we're doing the happy hour non-sports related because when I was going through, looking through all the 30 Kentucky players in the NBA on Twitter and all the articles from Media Day, it was all the same stuff. Like Jamal Murray wants to get back to the final. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wants to repeat. Emmanuel Quickley wants to finally be things like that. The stuff that we're going to hear 1,000 times next Monday when Jack and I are talking to all of Kentucky's players. So I was like, let's go find the weird stuff. So one of the weird things we found was that Anthony Davis is going to wear goggles all season because he keeps getting poked in the eye, I guess, or having eye infections, things like that. So he's going to rock the Horace Grants. I kind of wish he would do I think the Kareems. I kind of like those better. Those were the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's. Those felt a little bit more more sporty. So I hope maybe he'll go to that angle. I kind of like that. But yeah, so he's going to wear some goggles. He wore those back in 2020 because he had another incident where he got poked in the eye or something like that. But a notable thing about Anthony Davis is he came in 15 pounds heavier this season compared to any other training camp. So it's something about Dallas that just makes their star players fat, apparently. Or maybe this is just some ploy for Anthony Davis to get his way back to Los Angeles. maybe he's going to piss off Nico by gaining all this weight. He'll start drinking beers after games and stuff like that, and then he'll threaten to ship him off for pennies and change back to LA. So this is all part of the Rob Pelinka or LeBron James's master plan. So I like that. What were some of the other ones? Keldon Johnson wore a cowboy hat because he's, I guess, just now a Texas boy. He's been there for like 7 years now. He is the longest tenured San Antonio Spur, which kind of sounds ridiculous to think about because
that's crazy.
Like, he's like as old as Jacob Polachek. He's like 25 years old.
Like a child.
Let's see Yeah, he's an actual child. So that was kind of interesting. There were some other things, but now my brain is kind of going sour on him right now. I know De'Aaron Fox has like a hamstring injury that's going to keep him out early. That's never good when you just paid a guy $200 million to be kind of the guy next to Wemby, and he's going to miss time already. So, Bam Adebayo and Asia Wilson are a couple. So someone asked Wendell, Bam Adebayo and Asia Wilson
for real?
That's old news.
Yeah.
That's old
Come on,
news.
Nick.
Yeah, they're on like their 5th anniversary.
Yeah, they've been dating for like a year or two now. Oh yeah, this is long. This is long.
Can I get by stonks and their children?
No kidding.
Yeah, I'm saying
No
like
kidding.
Pope should be at the operation table the moment the baby comes out. Offering a scholarship right there, or Kenny Brooks. If it's a girl that comes out. So, but then I think one reporter asked Wendell Carter. I think he's on the Magic now because he's I guess in cahoots with Angel Reese. So there's all these NBA, WNBA. See, I'm breaking all this news to Nick right now. Look at his face right now. He has no idea. I'm giving him all these TMZ
This is way too much
scoop.
sports.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Well, I'm trying to do the drama of it all.
You're
So
good. You're good.
someone asked like, who's the one who would win on a 2v2? I'm taking Bam Adebayo and Asia Wilson every single time against Wendell Carter Jr. and Angel Reese. So
they can't just rebound every single play, because that's all they
exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, if Bam's shooting, there's going to be a lot of bricks, so they might be able to actually get up some boards in that regard. But yeah, so media day was fun in the fact that I tried to pay as little attention to sports as possible, like we're about to do for the next 50 minutes.
Oh, don't forget about Brittany Renner too. Brittany Renner and speaking of power couples
what's she
with
up to?
PJ Washington.
PJ Washington. He
we're
owes her
up
like
to
$5,500 a month in child support.
No, she wants 30. She wants 35 grand a month now moving forward for child support. So, PJ,
she was in the stands when he was 19 years old.
I am very, very sorry for you, PJ Washington. She's a predator and has ruined your life. So, unfortunately,
well, he's doing okay.
Yeah,
he's getting by. Jack, what's new with Kentucky basketball as we're practicing? You've done some practice reports on KS board, a few updates. Anything exciting here on the October 2nd?
Otega is almost back. Like, this is kind of like Otega ramping up territory. We're no longer at boot gate, but the boot is off officially. We're in individual workout mode right now. He's doing shooting and ball handling drills. And then I think this weekend we're going to start transitioning into some like kind of not live, but kind of sort of live 5-on-0 kind of scrimmaging stuff. And then next week he's going to go live. So we are in Otega territory. I think that's the only thing that really matters until we see them with our own two eyes. I guess Monday is media day, and then Tuesday is pro day, where you guys can see them with your own two eyes at pro day. So we're close. We're basically here, but let's kind of savor the last couple of days of off season.
I'm just worried that you used the term ramp up. Does that mean he's in a wheelchair and they've got to use ramps to get up the stairs?
No longer boot gate. Now we're in we're in wheelchair gate. Haven't seen him.
Well, we had Richie Farmer on KSR today, and he spoke very highly of Colin Chandler, and I knew he liked Colin Chandler because after the interview was done, he proceeded to send me 6 consecutive text messages about Colin Chandler, which I did not answer. He just kept firing more Colin Chandler notes. And then he called me after the show to talk about Colin Chandler.
Wow.
So even though we're not allowed to have eyeballs on the team just yet, Richie Farmer, he knows a little bit about being a good guard at Kentucky and just absolutely raving about Colin Chandler. So that's exciting basketball talk. We're moving right along. Brother Gary here. We're going to get to the squirrels. I see your comment that squirrels are tree rats, a total nuisance. I completely agree. We'll get there in a minute. We should do a little football talk, though. Nick Roush, the line's down 2 points. The money's coming in on Kentucky. 20.5 point spread at Athens. Is there any chance in hell that Kentucky can leave Sanford Stadium with a win?
Or
There's a chance they can cover. Yeah, they can cover. I mean, because Kirby, that's what he doesn't do. He doesn't cover in games like this. I've tried before. It doesn't work. If he's a 20-point favorite, It doesn't happen. 0-15-1 in their last 16 games as a 20-point favorite. So there's that going for them. Kentucky's had some bad fumble luck where they strip the ball, but they just don't get it. So they're probably due for that. Gunnar Stockton doesn't really throw picks. It is the one thing that's kind of weird about this Georgia team. Like, they're the same but different. They got their defense kind of figured out last week, but they're not the same old Georgia defense. And even weirder, they've got a bunch of backs, but it's not, Nick Chubb, Sony Michel, rip your heart out and stomp all over you. They've got really good wide receivers and a mobile quarterback who runs it quite a bit. So it'll look different, but it'll be a similar result. I still tend to lean that the vengeance from the Bama loss, they'll be ready to go, but I still don't think Kirby's the kind to run it up. So I think even if you get in a hole too, that Kentucky's going to try to turn around and hand the ball off a bunch because they don't want to just completely wreck Cutter Boltley. So probably not going to be the prettiest game you watch on Saturday, but hey, at least it's at noon, which means maybe get to see the sights in Athens on Friday and Saturday. Of all of the miscarriages of justice from last Saturday, putting that game in between, like, while Oregon and Penn State are in overtime and Bama and Georgia are happening, that was the worst part of it all. We had to watch two of the worst teams in the SEC instead of two awesome college football games.
You excited to get down there where they're like just barking at you while you walk up and down the sidewalk? Or you expect a calmer crowd since Kentucky isn't much of a threat this year?
So here's the thing. I first went to Athens in 14 maybe, probably 14. And everybody down there was so nice. They were the nicest people ever. The barking didn't pick up until a couple of years back. So I'm wondering if now they're like, we're good on the barking, or if they're going to take their lead from Kirby Smart and just be like, no mercy, no prisoners, and just they're barking no matter what. That's I'll report back on how many dog barks I hear this weekend.
I went 2 years ago as a fan, and I did get barked at a couple of times. But to your point, the Georgia fans were so nice to all the Kentucky fans, probably because they don't see Kentucky fans as a threat. So
just like Kirby, he refuses to run up the score because he wants Mark Stoops in that chair for eternity. However long he can keep him in that job. Do you guys understand what Mark Stoops has done in Lexington? You guys need to be grateful for what you have. Of course he does. He's like 1,000-0 against him.
Well, Stoops is grateful, so.
Yeah, do we think Kirby gave Stoops that line?
Ooh.
Oh,
I mean, like that, they talk more so than any other peers in the SEC. See, Mark, I got something for you. Just drop this one. You're grateful.
They'll love it.
They'll eat it up. Fan base is right there. They're close. They're getting there. They're one step away, and that's going to be what pushes the fans over the edge.
Yeah, I'm sure people are going to love hearing the close talk after another blowout loss too. Like, we're so close. We're so close.
We're trying to smile through the pain, but not a lot of optimism in that game coming up.
No.
Let's talk about kids reading books.
I'm rocking Eastern today. Shout out Walt Wells.
Shout out Walt Wells.
Go Kerns. Sports. I'm tired of talking about sports.
Let's do it.
Just sports. Who cares? Let's get to what matters. Mm-hmm. Let's get to reading. Kids.
Kentucky Books Radio.
Our future. The children. Nick Roush, this is your topic. I kind of don't really know what's going on, but kids are reading books.
Kids are reading
books. No. Drew, you have to, without knowing what the subject, you have to just present the story. So you tell us what you think this story is about.
All right. Well, let me tell you. So we got a bunch of kids in America. I mean, we're talking
a lot of them, millions,
hundreds of thousands, could potentially be millions of kids. And here lately, they've really gotten down this dark path of playing like Candy Crush and Angry Birds and watching Bluey and all this trash. It's all trash. Bluey's trash. Is there a Zippy? It's all noise that's destroying their brains. But here recently, there's been this new trend that started on TikTok where they're like, all right, kids, we appreciate you being here on TikTok, but we're getting a little busy on this back end here in China. So if you would, we need you to go back to reading books for a little bit. And then the kids are like, all right, we'll try that TikTok because we do anything you say TikTok. And now the kids have found like R.L. Stein with Goosebumps and like all the hits. So kids are going back in time, and it's just great. It's really great for America that kids read books. How close was that on that?
Children.
Wasn't too far off. As Film Guru says, watching kids read books is more exciting than UK's offense. It really is not that far off, because what happened, Drew, is in the state of Kentucky, they did a cell phone ban in schools. They're like, all right, the phone's got to stop. Kentucky's one of 35 states now that has banned cell phones, legally, where you're not supposed to let them use it in class. And the crazy thing is like they actually put down the phones and started checking out books at their library. So at JCPS in Louisville, Butler High School had 40% of their kids check out a book in the first month of school. They had 20% in the entire school year last year. Some of the numbers were so big that the Washington Post sent a reporter down to Louisville and was like, "What are y'all doing over here?" And they had a
reading going on.
Yeah.
In Kentucky?
At Ballard, they had 67% more books checked out this year in the month of August than they did last year. So, like, I don't know about you guys. I had the T9 sort of texting. I was like the BlackBerry era. Drew, you were probably like track phone, pre like a lot of texting and shenanigans to try to get away with it. But kids got to a point where they were just looking at it all the time. And now they're like, hey, you know what? Since we can't stare at our phone, let's read a book. Which hand up. Did anybody here read a book in high school?
No.
The ones I was forced to.
Yeah, but even those, my
future wife read those for me, and it helped me with those book reports, and that's how our love blossomed. She did my.
I
book
read the
reports.
Cliff Notes. The Cliff Notes books were good. They're real thin.
Yeah, oh yeah. One of our English teachers actually gave us the quizzes from Cliff's Notes website. And so we could take them before we walked into the class, find all the answers and go in. So we really streamlined the process.
I have two things here. One, I can't quit thinking about if someone turned on the live stream just as I started that attempt at knowing the news, not knowing what we were doing or that Jack told me to guess. Maybe we'll clip that, Stephen, and put that on TikTok without any context. Two, you said we need to buy stock in Bam and Asia Wilson's kid. I'm going to buy stock in the Dewey Decimal System. Are you telling me we're going to get back to the days of the big wooden thing with the drawers and the index cards, and kids are going to be walking around with library cards? Are libraries back?
Libraries, if they're not all the way back, they're close to being back. And I have one near my house. So during the summertime, and like right now, it's a fall break, and my children are at my house. It's a little harder to work. I'll go to the library. Great people watching. I mean, we give the State Fair a lot of credit for its people watching. The tables are near the computers where people are printing out things. Some of the things that they're asking for help. I struggle to get work done because I'm just wondering, like, how have you made it to this point in life? And you just, too
many phones in high school.
Maybe so. Maybe too many phones in high school. But it is, it's very amusing to be at the library. So go to the library, get a book, read it. You never know what you might find. And if you want to, folks, I hit my mid-30s this week. We went from early 30s to mid-30s, 34. Mid-30s is when you get a book for your birthday. And I'm kind of jazzed up to read it like that. This is mid-30s, folks. This is mid-30s. And high schoolers, too. Shout out kids reading books.
I got some books for my birthday. I might be showing my age here, but did you all have Book It at Pizza Hut, or was that before your time? Because Book It was the best. Yeah, Zach, I figured that one might be a little the gap between us is too big. I thought I might get Nick there.
Is that different?
So did you all do accelerated reader, perhaps?
Oh,
AR?
Yeah.
We did do that. Yep.
So AR was what Book It was pre-AR, but it was just at Pizza Hut. So instead of getting points that counted towards your grade, you got a personal pan pizza, which
That'd be better, actually.
so much better. Like, oh, a B in English reading? Like, no, I want the pizza, damn it.
Brother Gary says I've read over 400 books and self-published my own book that I wrote.
Oh. Shout out, Gary.
I'll read your book, Gary.
Is that your
Let's do
byline, Brother Gary?
Before we move on, anybody been reading? Anybody got a book recommendation? I just finished one. I wouldn't recommend it, but I've completed a book.
Oh,
Devil in the White City. It's fine. They're making a movie with Leo DiCaprio coming out soon. Devil in the White City, about the Chicago's World Fair. A lot of murdering. It was all right.
Oh, that touches enough. Like Leo, World's Fair, Chicago. Like, I'm in.
Ferris wheel, the invention of the Ferris wheel, all kinds of exciting things.
Nice. Yeah, the book I got was the Wager book that Matt shouted out previously about the shipwreck and all that. Like, what? I'm a history nerd. What can I say? Did you enjoy More Phenomenal, Zach? Because that's on my to-do list because my kids are really into the Power Rangers now.
Hold on, Nick. When are we getting another one of these?
Never.
When are these coming out?
We'll be making these videos on some different platform the next time that comes out, unfortunately.
Carry on, though. Sorry.
The More Phenomenal was really good as someone who, because I watched Power Rangers growing up, but not really. But it's not like a, I love the show, here's why type thing. Like Josh Moore, Herald Leader guy, did a great job of interviewing like hundreds of people, figuring out the ins and outs of how the show actually came about, how it almost, the ebbs and flows of popularity, needing to be revived, things like that. But I've got this one next to me right now that I'm only like 20 or 30 pages into, but it is a book you all might be familiar with.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I want to say the name is blanking on me right now. Dr. Mike's brother,
John Wong.
John Wong. I believe he gifted that book to me, so I've been it's been sitting on my desk, and I've been reading a handful of pages here and there. So it's kind of a lot so far, so I'm gonna continue to read that. But it's about a ticket broker, things like that, a little kid who was breaking the rules and stuff like that. So it's been fun so far, but it's UK related, so sports.
Oh, I just finished the summer I turned pretty watching it, and that was a book, so that
it's not the same, but
yeah,
that applies.
The video version counts.
The Where the Crawdads Sing. I've watched the video version of that book. Great video version, like awesome movie. So I guess it's a good book.
Yeah, it's all one and the same.
Yeah.
A lot of people are excited to read the racing books that are about to come out around Lexington.
If that counts as a book read, then buddy, I mean a lot of personal pan pizzas.
Well, Keeneland's opening tomorrow. We all love Keeneland. You've especially if you've been to UK, been to Lexington, never been to Lexington, you probably know about Keeneland. It's the most magical place on earth. And tomorrow it opens up. Any of you all got any Keeneland trips planned? It's much harder to get in there now that you have to fight for tickets like a Taylor Swift concert to get them. I struck out this time around, but I haven't been in. This could possibly be my fourth straight meet without going. I need to get in there. But any of you all score tickets or got any plans to make the fall meet?
No, I went last fall, and we went on a Sunday, so no one was there. We were able to get good parking and stuff like that. But it's the reason we don't try as much to go anymore is because it's so difficult to just get in the building at this point. I remember when I was in college, not terribly long ago, I could walk up to the ticket. On a busy Saturday, I could walk right to the little ticket booth and pay $10, and I could get a ticket and walk right in. Can't do that anymore. I had a buddy a couple of years ago who was trying to come in from Nashville. He was like, "Yeah, I'll just go get a ticket. When we get to Keeneland." I was like, "Dude, if you don't have a ticket now, this is 3 weeks." I was like, "If you don't have one now, you're just not getting one. We're gonna have to find one for you some other way."
They still do general admission though, right? They don't sell out of those.
I've gone up there once, or the one time I went up there, they were sold out. So this was 2 years ago they did that. So, but it's still, it's just there's just a lot of people, and but I do enjoy Keeneland. We don't have any plans to go this fall meet, but
you said the right tip though, like Sundays and Wednesdays. Sundays.
We parked right at the front there, walked right. It was a 2-minute walk to get in there. We low lines for all the stuff. I got some burgoo. I lost a little bit of money. It was a fun time.
Burgoo, that's the best part of Keeneland. Keeneland
really
has two things that are.
The bourbon
they have the coldest draft beer at that sports bar. on like the second floor. I forget exactly how to tell you how to get there. Someone explained to me why it's so cold. Something with the line goes like 50 miles. I don't know, some urban legend about how it gets so cold. But Keeneland's draft beer is the coldest on the planet. And then the Burgoo is the best Burgoo on the planet. I don't know what's in it.
I've never had it anywhere
They don't
else,
want you to
actually.
know what's in it. That's the thing about Burgoo. It's like, just don't ask us. We were just picking up animals off the side of the road, put them in there. There's stuff we found laying around the garage. It's just a stew of everything. But Keeneland's
hopefully not horse, but
so good. Jack, what do you love about Keeneland?
I haven't been since college. I loved it. We went very often in college, but then it's like once you get back to Louisville, then it's like, well, I've been at Churchill Downs often, but just I miss it. I do miss it. Same thing with Zack. Like every time you think about going, it's like, oh, it's sold out, or it's an arm and a leg to actually get there. So I'm like, yeah, I just rather not. But I would like to. I think if it were more convenient, I would make a more conscious effort to go. But it's not.
Are you going to is Pro Day Wednesday?
Tuesday.
See, yeah. I think I'm going to have to start switching days with Luckett so I can, stop in for a few races on my way into town for practice. Because that's the move, is the off days, the slow days. There's a new paddock this year where essentially like the outer wall they've built up and created some sort of seating, mingling area. That'll be nice, but they haven't drastically changed how it looks. They didn't pull a Churchill Downs. That was stupid what they did to the paddock. I don't. It's fine, but it's not good. Like, it's hard to see the horses. Whereas Keeneland's is great because like they're all out there grazing. It's a great scene. As far as tips, like when it's like, all right, I want to win some money. Here's how I'm gonna have a good time at the track. Wear sunglasses. Tip number 1. Tip number 2, wear walking shoes. And tip number 3, just don't go heavy, because Keeneland it's the hardest freaking place to bet, man. It just is. If the explanation is simple, they have big prize pots, so all of the best horses want to race. Like, you can understand there's a lot of good horses. Trying to beat Wesley Ward in one of those first races where it's like a 4.5 furlong sprint on the dirt for first time starters, like, just good luck. Like, they're just good luck. Like, it's probably not going to happen. Favorites do well in like this is anecdotal from just me following. I feel like the favorites do well on dirt until the stakes races. Then you might get somebody like the big races at the end of the day. Then you might get someone to beat him. If you're just long shot shopping, like you want to try to pick one, do it on the turf. Trying to do it on the dirt, like it can be a fool's errand. Or even doing the thing like, well, this one's the second or third choice, and it's 7-1. It's probably going to get his ass kicked. All right, like just try to pick your long shot. Try to pick your bombs on the turf races. That's where you get the crazy finishes. And that's I try to like not go too heavy on the Keeneland because it's tough, man. I never win there. I never win well there. But if you go, it's always fun to just have a ticket in your hand. It feels different. Feels so much better. And you know what, too? Don't go this weekend. That's just stupid. It is 80 degrees outside. It is not Keeneland weather. Like, it's got to be like 60, 70 tops. Like, you want it to be like little nip in the air when you show up to Keeneland. Springtime, maybe a little different. Maybe then you want to get sunburnt because you haven't been outside all winter. But fall Keeneland, like, screw this heat. And now's not the time to do it.
I'm the opposite of you. I don't bet when I go to Keeneland. Don't even bother. If someone's like, hey, you want to throw in $10 on a show pool? Sure, I won't be the guy that says no. But like 5 years ago, I just accepted, I'm not good at this. I'm here for the cold draft beer and to hang out with people. Yeah. And it's been a much better experience. However, I do have one game I play at Keeneland that I bet on. This is my big tip. It's so fun.
This is fun.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. It's one of my favorite games too.
My idiot friend and I, Corey and I, came up with it on a Sunday. Again, great day to go. Mm-hmm. But you wait till the race is over, and when the horses have to walk back, we bet on who crosses the finish line first. There's no method to it whatsoever, but it gets exciting because one will have a lead, and then somebody will walk out and stop to get a picture with it, which will allow the one with the broken leg to hobble past it. Meanwhile, the one that won the race is the farthest away because it was going the fastest, and it comes through. So just next time you're out the track, just trust me. If it's just you and a buddy, sometimes you can do $5, like you get odd, I get even, or you can pick specific horses. But getting them walking back across the finish line, as stupid as it sounds, it can be thrilling. Remember I told you that.
I thought the game
very dumb.
You all played was wife or daughter.
That's
you can play that one at Keeneland too.
I don't know what you're talking about, Nick Roush. Never heard of that game whatsoever. Sorry, Abby, just doing a show with my friends in here. We're not talking about anything. What we got? October. Let's just keep talking about October. Nick, I think it was you that asked if this is the best month for sports, and I'd never really thought that way. But as we said, Keeneland starts tomorrow on the 3rd. College football's ramping up. Got baseball playoffs. NFL's rolling. I think you made a pretty strong case.
And, there's certain people, too, who are big Halloween people, right? And you get to, go to the pumpkin patch or, they've got all sorts of fall events. There's the horror movies. Some people like to get into the scary movies. I think there's a strong case to be made for it, especially if you're a baseball Benny, not a basketball Benny. But Jack, I think you made a stronger case for the next month.
Yeah, and it's just basketball. Like it's all the stuff that we love about this month plus basketball. Like, yeah, obviously I'm a football, like college football, NFL. I dedicate my entire Sunday from now 9:30, which is just the absolute best, all the way through midnight, essentially watching football. It's amazing. Oh, and then let's add college basketball to it. Oh, let's add, NBA. I watched, again, I had to watch a preseason game at noon today from Abu Dhabi. So I'd rather watch the regular season form of that on a Tuesday with, Chuck and Shaq and the, goofballs talking on, whatever it's going to be on the
ESPN crew.
The new ESPN crew. But it's all of the same stuff that I love. You can, I like the other fall-y things that come with October, but I like that October starts all of the fun sports months, but November's got October beat. Let's make no mistake about it.
Well, and November, the college football, you have like all the rivalry games, and my kids love Halloween, but I'm a Thanksgiving guy. Like Thanksgiving rocks. I don't care about candy anymore, but piece of pie, like, okay, sign me up. And now, like, they're sprinkling in basketball on Thanksgiving Day if the football's bad. So, yeah, I think I can be steered away from October to November because it's all just great. And on top of it, how warm is it out there right now? 80, 85?
Too hot. It's too damn hot. The rent too damn hot. It's too damn hot.
I need sweatshirts. November we're wearing sweatshirts. All right, which the best weather is sweatshirt and shorts. When you can pull that off,
totally
like
agree.
that's.
I did the sweatshirt and shorts last week. I tried to force it at one of our shows. I was like, I'm doing it anyway. It's September 28th. I'm doing it. I don't care. Sweat through the sweatshirt by like 10 a.m. We got to get these temperatures down. I need my hoodie season. Also, I something about fall. I don't do the pumpkin spice, but Starbucks does reel me in this time of year. They're out of control. I had to go twice yesterday because I was running around town and needed the juice. It's like $8 a drink. I can't be doing that. I know it's a big thing with fall. You go get your pumpkin spice latte and all that. But Starbucks, I know you're watching out there. Y'all need to calm down because some of us are just trying to get a little espresso throughout our day. You can't be paying $8 for a toasted oatmeal pecan oat milk latte.
It's just a lot.
I think that's what it was. I think there was like 7 words.
It's heavy. It's just
Grande.
Too heavy. Coffee
Speaking
black.
of heavy,
Zach, what do you call my drinks that I get? Is it soy sauce?
Oh well, Jack just gets like this size, but even larger of just straight black coffee.
Yeah,
That's just all he
cold brew,
has.
baby. Yeah.
You get it cold too?
Yeah,
Cold brew. Yeah.
cold with just iced coffee. It's what murderers drink on the side.
I mean, you got to splash some sweetened thing in the cold, right?
I've seen him drink 2 of them in a day before. It's disgusting, actually.
I do every day.
Yeah,
Often.
Which iced coffee
a
is
good
just
freezing
like,
cup of Joe, as Steven just said. Yeah,
it's just old coffee. Like it's not.
Yeah.
Nick, you brought up this next topic while we're talking about our habits.
Yeah.
I'm going through it myself. What are we gonna do? How do we survive football season without looking like offensive linemen?
So, excuse me. I have started this this new thing. It's a crazy concept. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. Called exercise.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's weird. You move your body around and you lift things. So I'm trying that out to help. But just the part that hurts is it's going on the road and it's the road food and then the beers, like, because I love Country Boy Brewing, but I'm not I'm not a college, like, we're gonna slam 12 kind of guy. But when you're at the Tin Roof in Columbia and you got Kentucky fans there and they keep putting buckets of beers down, like, I'm not gonna not drink them. That would
rude.
That would be impolite. Yeah, I'm not gonna disrespect them. And then the KS Bar made its wings too good. Like it's like they are. Oh man, I was there for Wings Day, and I had 10, and I was like, oh man, I'm full, but maybe I could do 10 more. Like these, it's so good. Like so, I'm in a real pickle when it comes to especially when the other day when the doctor said that I was 20 pounds lighter than the last time I was there, which it had been a long time. Doctors, like, who needs them? But still, I heard that. And I was like, oh man, the dieting and the exercising thing, it was working. Like, don't let go of the rope. But we're going to get down to Athens. And I mean, the buffalo wings are going to be calling me, the pulled pork sandwiches. Like, it's just, it's going to be chili season. What am I going to just not eat chili? Like, what?
Does Athens have a food? Like, I think of some cities, like, you got a place you have to go. Do they have one that's going to be whispering your name?
There's just one place we end up because it serves food late. It's like a barbecue joint. I forget what it's called. It's got a pig on it. I don't know. And they'll have ball games on. So we usually end up there, and somehow Mellow Mushroom, because it's just like it's open late, and
I've been to that one.
Yeah, like I think everybody's been to it. But it's a nooner this year, so we don't have to worry about time and all that for our food. South Carolina has like a sandwich that you dip in sauce, and I may have ordered one to go for later, and then it was just sitting there looking at me, and I just ate it there, like then and now. So I don't know. I'm in trouble, guys. I need.
If you're looking for advice, I don't really have any, to be honest with you.
May I recommend something?
Yeah, sure.
Hey Zach, what month is it? You're so he thought I was a crazy person because this time last year it was SEC Media Days and we went to this hotel and like I had to maintain my schedule because it is Squattober, where October 1st through October 31st. It's every single day, every weekday, and it's some type of 4-step workout, and it is like it wears you down and breaks you, and it sucks. Everything about it sucks, but you feel really, really good on November 1st, and I am on day 2 of it, and going on day 3 tomorrow. And I remember this time last year when we went down to SEC Media Days, like Zach was like, "Why are you getting up at 6 o'clock in a hotel room to go do stupid Squattober?" It's like, because it's the premise. It's the discipline for 1 through 31st. I'm not going to be a quitter on day 13. Now we're doing this from the 1st to the 31st. So yes, Squattober, we're in this tomorrow. I have it pulled up. Tomorrow we have back squats, we have bench press, we have bicep curls, we have
a lot of squats there.
We have Bulgarians. And it says for recovery, it says that you got to eat extra meaty hot chili with a side of cornbread with a 30 to 40 minute walk and sleeping 8 to 9 hours. So That's on
Wait,
tomorrow.
okay, all right.
That's on tomorrow's schedule.
Who sleeps 8 to 9 hours?
Not me. That's
Teenager?
I don't follow the rules to perfection, but I follow them loosely, and that is of them. So Squattober.
Well, as you do Squattober, let me tell you about Country Boy Brewing.
Hey, I'm right
So
there with
far,
you.
we're 2 days into October, and I've had Country Boy on both days. Maybe I'll make it 31 in a row.
Siptober.
Actually, we don't condone that. Drink responsibly. Don't drink 31 days in a row. That's not part of the message. But if Kentucky football doesn't start scoring touchdowns, whatever happens, you know?
Hey, who amongst us hasn't gone 31 straight days drinking? I mean, come on. Like, it's right?
No shave November, no quit October.
I used to do no drink January. How many days are in January?
Too many.
Yeah.
30 or 31.
Too many.
Let's talk about how I'm about to go to prison.
Yeah, please.
There's a squirrel in my backyard that it's been taunting me for a while, and I've tolerated it. We've had a few stare downs. I have pictures of him, videos of him that I'll send my friends. Like, look who it is. He's back to mess with me. It all started. Nick, you're a gardener, so I'll reel you in with this. We have like this tall. It's like a vertical garden because we have a very small yard. I don't have room to build a garden, but I wanted some fresh herbs. I like to cook. I'm probably going to go use some in a minute. But we have this thing. It's a tall whatever. And we had a few tomatoes in it. And I watched these tomatoes grow from just a little bitty chap to these big, beautiful, bright tomatoes. This was last summer. Been watching them forever. And right when one gets ready, I mean, it's the day I'm going to pick it and make a beautiful sandwich. Got the white bread ready. I'm literally looking out the window one day, and a squirrel ripped it off and ran out with it, eating it right in front of me. I ran down the street. I didn't know what I could possibly do, but I was going to kill that thing with my bare fingers. There were going to be people walking our neighborhood, pushing strollers, spraying their lawns, mowing, just being a typical TV show neighborhood while I was choking this squirrel, but I couldn't get a hold of him. He's popped up from time and time again over since the last year. But just the other day, I actually have a picture of it. I'm gonna pull it up. I look outside. I have like this small fence in my backyard. It's like a 3-rail fence. And sitting on top of it was a half-eaten tomato again.
Oh, they do that. They taunt you.
But listen, I need you to understand. I thought I had a picture. If you told me to go out and balance a tomato on this fence post, I don't think I could do it. It's a small, narrow wooden fence. Yet he ate half a tomato and propped it perfectly centered right in my line of sight when I look out our little window above the sink. I have to kill this thing. I have to. What are my options, guys? Like, it keeps
BB
me up
gun
at
from
night.
Dick's Sporting Goods. Get you one of those.
Yeah, but then you got to be on watch. Like that.
Yeah, but that makes it like a little game, you know.
This isn't a game. This is a war.
This is a war. I've considered
well, you need
dynamite,
artillery,
but where I live in Lexington, there's too many houses around. I can't just go full dynamite like I want to. Like if I have to blow up my yard and the fence and everything with it, that's fine as long as I win against this squirrel. What are my options? Nick, you're a gardener. How do you keep them out?
I went with the peaceful solution, which was I negotiated with terrorists. I realized I was losing the war, so I just planted more tomatoes. So it was like, all right, y'all eat
what
a
softie.
I'm good. Like because I lost my greatest weapons against squirrels, and this is what you got to do, Drew. I don't know if it's in the cards or not. If we might have to bring Abby on this one, but you just got to get a dog. Like that's your only attack mechanism, because they're too quick for cats. But I think a dog can take care of business. If nothing else, just be a deterrent.
I'm not anti-dog, and I'll end up with a dog one day. I mean, she sends me a golden retriever on Instagram every 1 hour. If I pull out my phone right now, there's a new video of some dog wrestling with another dog or towing a boat or, juggling knives. There's always some golden retriever video I have to look at. But that's not an option for this squirrel, because that's like me saying I can't handle this. I got to go out and get help. I can't let the dog get the squirrel. How does Drew Franklin get the squirrel? Bow and arrow? Like what? Pellet gun?
Slingshot.
Poison.
Can I shoot a pellet gun in the city?
Spear gun.
PETA, if you're out there, don't watch this. We're
Oh.
just a couple guys goofing off.
You know the thing on Survivor where they spearfish?
Yeah.
That looks effective. Get one of those things. The sling, I don't know what they call it. I'm behind.
I was thinking about, I just filled up my gas can for the mower. I was thinking about a trail of gas with the tomato on one end, and then I'm on the other end, and right when he gets to it, I light it, and we have some theatrics.
What you need is a box and then a stick holding it up, and then you put the tomato under it, tie that stick to a rope. I mean, it's worked in every cartoon I've ever seen. So, like, what could possibly go wrong?
Well, I just need people to understand that I'm at war here. It's not just me. I mean, did you see in the LA Times, there was a story this week about, let me pull this up. Yeah, here, LA Times, pretty reasonable publication. It's been around a little while. Mm-hmm. They have a squirrel in an LA neighborhood that is attacking residents, and it has already sent 2 to the emergency room. 2 humans have gone to the emergency room under squirrel attack. People cannot figure out because squirrels have always been afraid of us. Now they're starting to fight back. In this LA neighborhood, we got people having to go to the ER. I feel like I'm one step away from that here. I just had to get it out. I need help. I need help, guys.
Well, your trip is about to be self-inflicted, it sounds like.
Or if you see a mugshot of me coming up in the next week or two, just know he reached me, my breaking point.
Do they have crime times in Lexington?
Is that like the magazine thing
that has all the mugshots in it?
Yeah.
Oh, always good when you see somebody you know in one of those.
Well, hopefully I'm not really in that. And none of this might matter because there's currently this thing called 3I Atlas heading towards Earth. I don't know if you all keep up with things going on beyond Earth. NASA says it's a comet, but there have been some research studies, including one at Harvard, that say it could be an actual spaceship with aliens on it. Anyone want a tinfoil hat up with me and say that this comet heading our way might actually be visitors?
Yeah, isn't that the plot of like the new Fantastic Four movie? I think this is just, they're just planning. It's all, we're all part of the filming process right now. This is part of Avengers Doomsday coming to a Marvel studio near you soon.
I mean, we know aliens are real. The guy from Blink 182 found them. So
yeah,
I don't know why anybody would think this is just poppycock, right? Like aliens are real and it's going to get real at some point. I think we just hope that it's not Independence Day scenario because Will Smith, his stonks are way down right now. I do not.
We're in trouble if we're sending Will.
Yeah. Like he made an AI video to look like he had fans at his concerts.
He needs to.
I would like to
give up.
Yeah.
He needs to
tell me about this AI video. I didn't see this.
Yeah, like he made like a music video where he's on tour and it's like all of these fans who are like, "We love you, Will," and they're holding up signs and all this stuff. And he used AI to fill in the shots because who's making a sign to go to a Will Smith concert? And
who's going to a Will Smith concert?
2025. All right, hand up. I went to a Nelly concert recently.
That's different.
Recently. Okay. How recent?
Pre-COVID, like 18-ish.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah.
I'd go to a Nelly concert right now.
And like Nelly makes good music. Will Smith makes good movies. Music?
And getting jiggy with it.
You don't like clean rap?
What was the he had one when I was like in middle school and high school that was so bad. Switch it.
Switch.
Oh, yes.
Hey, turn it over and hit it.
That was a
Wild Wild West song was a bop though.
Okay.
I like the Wild Wild West.
I thought about that the other day.
Going straight to the Wild Wild West.
People said that movie bombed. I disagree wholeheartedly. It was an incredible piece of cinema, incredible music. How?
I still have nightmares about a big Spider-Man running through the desert with a top hat on.
What was it? What was that guy's name? The bad guy in that movie. He had the cool sideburns and like no legs and machine guns that were coming out of his wheelchair. That was awesome.
Yeah. Great movie. Also, it's great. Otis, I see you in the comments section. You believe me with this spaceship. He said he heard it is slowing down and comets don't slow down. Also, like Otis says, he heard like Like he's, in the room where it
staying on
happens.
From the aliens themselves is what it
They're
sounds
like,
like.
"Hey, Otis,
I'm
need
just
to let you
saying.
know, slowing down." See,
Hey, we
Look
don't
at
need
this.
this negativity. Kentucky outdoors life. We know. We got it.
We covered that in the first 10 minutes of our sports
We
section.
know. We know. That's why we're
Kentucky
talking about
outdoors
comments.
life. Yeah, Kentucky outdoors life. Chime in on squirrels, comments, or Will Smith, please.
Isn't it getting ready to be hunting season too? Isn't that?
Yep.
Say you're early.
Squirrel hunting season.
Has anybody ever gone hunting in this group? None of
have,
us.
but it wasn't
Not
the
really,
it wasn't
no.
the experience most people have. I was leaving a bar and someone was like, "Hey, I'm going deer hunting at 6. You want to go?" And I was like, "Sure." Yeah, well, I'll go. And I just sat there and I did not operate a gun, but I just pulled an all-nighter and watched them. It wasn't really that exciting in that moment.
You weren't thrilled to just be sitting in a tree in the cold at dawn.
You ever commit to stuff when you're at a bar and you've had a few, then you actually get to the point you got to do it? That was one of those. Like, yeah, of course I'd love to put on camo instead of go to bed right now.
Usually it's White Castle.
What's up with the Halloween decorations? I had nothing to do with adding this to the list. I need to put mine out though.
I think we just skipped that one. It's not very good. Like it was one of those things where I was like, I saw something. It was like a giant Lego skeleton. I was like, oh, I bet there's some other cool stuff out there. There's not. It's just all white women on Instagram being like, look at this new DIY thing I did. And I'm just like, I know.
You nailed that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm scrolling and I heard that. I mean, I'm going to hear it in my sleep. Like, it's just.
Sounds like you need to put that down and get a book.
Yeah, I need to read some books. I think we need to read some questions from the board because we got some good ones this week that we should spend some time on and not rush
Definitely.
through.
I do. I got to shout out the decorations before we just skip over it. It's going to be a sad day, Nick Roush. Here and probably within the next 2 hours, I have to take down the nice door thing that Brooke made, your wife, the big power K, to put up my pumpkin that says boo or my ghost that says boo. But
Nice.
You're a big part of our decor here at the Franklin household. So thank you.
Happy to contribute. We have those wacky arm inflatable tube guys that just like
Absolutely.
Kids love them. So we got a ghost one. My wife asked if we should get the 20-footer, and I was like,
20-footer.
Let's get the 6-footer. Let's keep it.
20-footer. Wow.
Yeah, you're not a car dealership. You don't need one that big.
Yeah.
Am I a psychopath for having mine out since September 1st?
No, that's awesome.
Is that wrong?
No.
And then November 1st, I'll do the exact same thing with Christmas?
Yeah.
I feel bad that I'm behind. I usually have mine out.
I think the thing with decorations, too, is if you're going to go through the trouble to get it out, like, let it be out.
Yeah. Enjoy it for a couple months.
Yeah, especially Nick over there who got Toyota-thon in his front yard with the 20.
I paid good damn money for this.
Oh, I guess. Do we need to do the question thing?
There was one.
I don't have any ready. I'm very unprepared today. If no one's noticed.
So disgruntled fan. A disgruntled fan is about to be perfectly gruntled because he is a first-time parent this spring. Going to have his first child, and he knows there's parents on Happy Hour, but he wants to know what some parenting advice from the non-parents. So, Zach, Drew, what kind of parenting advice do you have for disgruntled fan who's becoming a parent this spring?
Don't shake the baby.
Yeah, nailed it.
But while you're ruminating on that for a second, Jack, how funny is it the like don't shake the baby videos that they make you watch before you leave the hospital? Like they beat us.
So it's not a common knowledge thing.
It's wild, bro. They're like, so, and what's funny is they do it right before you walk out the door. So they're like, hey, just so you know, this is your last chance. Our little nurse that walked in and kind of like cleared us, checked us out, literally told us, hey, you have 30 days to like, if this doesn't work out for you, you got 30 days. We're like, what does that mean? 30 days? Like telling us that if like you wanted to put the baby in a fire department or something like that, like that would be a possibility for you. It was like, that's a really weird thing to say before you're walking out the door with this baby. And then they're like, oh, but by the way, watch this video. And it's like the what goes wrong when you do shake the baby. You're like, we are starting this process off on a horrific note. Can I just go home and enjoy my child? So Yeah, it's the last couple hours are traumatizing.
I'm enjoying time with my newborn while some man is talking about his life filled with regret because he got frustrated and shook the baby one day. They basically give. It's like if you were to leave the animal shelter and then you had to watch the without a dog, and they were like, "Here's an ASPCA Sarah McLachlan ad. Are you sure? Are you sure about that?"
Zack,
Okay.
you got your
Don't shake the baby.
yeah.
Number one.
Check that off.
Do
not do it. If you were thinking about doing it out there, don't do it.
Yeah.
Actually, I will say because I do plan on having children one day down the road. One thing I am going to be very aware of, and I hope that I am able to stick to it, is kind of going back to our second topic of the day is the phones, the damn phone, the screens. More so, the actual screens. The screens. I got to take them away from the screens. I'm currently addicted to mine. I wish we would have some legal law where I had to put mine down for a day and go read a book or something. So I'm going to be very cognizant about the screens and trying to avoid the screens at all costs. Like, I don't know what, like, I know some, or, give the iPad to a baby if it's crying. Like, I want to try to avoid all that stuff, but I know that it gets hard because babies scream and cry a lot and it gets frustrating. So I don't know how I'm going to handle all that, but that is something I actually think about more often than I probably should for someone who doesn't have a kid. But the screens scare me because the screens are not going away, and there's a lot of them. Steven says they need more screens. I think Steven had a lot of screens growing up. Is probably how we
that explains a lot, actually.
Yeah. Steven, big screen guy.
We have a designated screen time at our house where
or give them a set times during the day, stuff like that, screens. But I don't want my third grader with an iPhone or something that has full capability. I want to try and push that off as long as possible. Give them the dumb phones or whatever they're called.
Because the thing too is sometimes you just break glass in case of emergency. Like, all right, the iPad, just I need it.
Yeah, and it'll happen. I know it will.
Yeah.
I forgot. Am I giving advice?
That's my advice.
We need advice. Nope.
Yeah, Drew, I need your advice.
Oh, I've got tons of advice. I could do a whole show on advice. I forgot. Am I giving advice to kids or the parents?
I think
give it to Nick and Jack right now so they know.
To a future parent. I think the first
parent.
piece of advice is to keep them away from your father and all of.
Yeah.
That's my advice to you if that day comes for you, Mr. Franklin.
I thought you just meant in general. I'm like,
the orange.
I don't know if that.
When you have a baby, Drew, don't ever talk to it.
Nick's telling me to go out for bread and not come back. Like, what are we doing here?
I need cigarettes.
I know I've seen my children I'm
You
fighting.
mean my father, not me as a father. You mean
because having that in your household would just
Tennessee fan.
Yeah,
it's difficult.
Yeah.
Parenting advice. Where do I even start? I mean, I feel like a book of knowledge on this.
You were a child once.
I still am, by most accounts. You're going to want to start saving early for their future so you don't leave them hanging. Well, you got like a 529, isn't that a thing?
Yeah.
Get a little 529 going. Maybe create like an LLC. I think you can hire a toddler and pay them. It's like maybe cut some corners. Maybe say they clean your house. I think you can do that. Drew financial advice. Create an LLC, hire your toddler, and pay them, and then save that money. I don't know. There's something there.
That's topical. They're talking about what's that tax? When you die, that estate tax. See, that's how you dodge the estate tax. You just hire your son's LLC.
So definitely put your child to work at a young age, as long as they're working for you. You can kind of cook the books a little bit there. Definitely read. I think they should bring Book It back.
Oh, yeah. Kids read books. That's what we've learned nothing from this show.
They should bring the old school Pizza Hut buffets back if we're really going that far.
You're going to want to have a good environment. Like if you're stressed, kid's going to be stressed. So don't unders on Thursday Night Football, the usual stuff. Don't put yourself in a bad spot. Don't get worked up over squirrels. If a squirrel's taunting you, let it go. You got bigger problems inside.
Are we playing unders on this Thursday Night Football?
What is tonight? I think tonight's.
I'll take the 49ers are hurt versus the
I'll take the over on
Niners and Rams.
49ers injuries. Yeah, just I could go on and on with all the parenting advice.
All right. Well, here's
don't give your kids food that has 38,000 ingredients.
True.
Okay.
There you go. That's all I got.
Here's a good question from the Cape, Maine. Would you rather run 100 miles an hour or fly 20 miles an hour?
Fly, always.
Yeah,
always
fly,
flying.
for sure.
Flying is always the answer to any question about fly or something else.
Anything superhero related, you're flying.
And if you're really
I have a question. Do you get tired on the
that was my other question. If I'm not tired at 100 miles an hour,
like I could just run to vacation and get there pretty quickly. But if I'm getting tired, I'm out on that.
Yeah, is this a flash situation or?
But see, and the other thing too with the flying is you're avoiding traffic. Like you might get hit by a car going 100 miles an hour running.
You could get hit by a plane.
You might get hit by a bird or a plane.
Yeah, and the views. Like, hey,
views.
I'm just
that wins.
So you all bought tickets to the Super Bowl. I'm just right above Bad Bunny's head right now, watching him sing Bad Bunny songs. I'm going flying without a doubt.
Yeah. I
Flying
think that's
wins.
the move. Favorite college town outside of Lexington?
Athens is high on the list.
Yeah, I think I'm going to it. It's pretty great.
I haven't been to all of them or many of them that are popular, but I have been to Athens. I give that the nod over Oxford.
Yeah, because Oxford, you can't get in anywhere. Like, it's too small and crowded. Where Athens is big, and Athens is, like, I can still go to the college town and not have to go to the Sticky Floor bar, which is nice. So, yeah.
Are we talking campus or college town in general?
College town. And I can't lump Austin in there because that's not a college town. Like, that's a college.
I mean, is Lexington even a college town? I mean, I guess kind of.
Yeah, it's like the probably the maximum college town, I would think. Because like Columbia is like maximum size college town too, but there's a bunch of cocks there.
I like that.
Yes,
I will say, I was going to say Starkville belonged on this list. Like I have hated Starkville for life. Know all of the reputation, know everything. But Steven and I got stuck down there because we thought there was going to be an ice storm. There ended up being no ice, unfortunately. So like we didn't even get to so we had to live down in Starkville for like 4 days, 3 to 4 days. And we actually kind of started developing a little like sweet spot for it until true. True. Until we realized all the crap down there closes at 7:00. It's like we were enjoying a college football game at a sports bar. We were having a blast, and then they like shut the TVs off and said, "All right, see y'all later." And it's like 9:00. And we're like, "Are we serious here?" So I was going to give Starkville praise when it never gets any praise, but unfortunately, Starkville continues to be the dump that it will always be forever. Unfortunately,
I can add to that, Jack. The first time I went to Starkville, it was many years ago, but we stayed out, or not stayed out. We were pre-gaming hard. In college, you pre-game till like time I would normally go to bed.
Right.
So we were playing beer pong at my cousin's house, waiting to go out. And when we finally went out, they wouldn't let us in because they'd already last called. And we're like, we are here to begin our evening. And they're like, yeah, we don't do that here. So that was a big strike on Starkville.
Couple more quick hitters. Favorite TV show from childhood?
SpongeBob. Has to be.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Full House.
Ooh. Yeah, I watched a lot of Full House. Getting home, turning on TBS. Full House was on. But I actually was more of a Home Improvement guy.
I watched a lot of George Lopez on that front because they were kind of like back-to-back in that Nick at Night slot there.
I watched George Lopez against my will at 3:00 in the morning when I left my TV on and was like, "Whoa, what is
Low Rider coming on?"
Yeah,
but as far as like cartoons though, Tom and Jerry were up there for me. I really love Tom and Jerry.
A lot of Scooby Doo as well growing up.
Oh yeah, that's a guy. Ooh, that's a good one.
I liked catching. I watched cartoons, but when I think back of my favorite shows as a kid, I think of like after school Nickelodeon with like Figure It Out and Guts, Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah, that's a little.
I was more into the actual like kind of game show stuff. Double Dare.
Oh,
anything with slime.
because you knew that you would win it if you ever got on it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Guts was awesome. Back to you, Mo. They had what was the drawing a blank? Oh, Saved by the Bell. If I had to pick like an actual show, would probably be my answer.
If you didn't have a job in sports, what would it be?
I've got two jobs in my life. One is this one, and the other is bartending. So I don't. My skill set's kind of limited. I think Drew's probably in the exact same boat as I am, actually.
What? There's other things out there? I thought you just worked at Malone's and then started working for KSR.
That's that was the pathway.
I think I would really enjoy being a postman.
I
think that
You would nail being a postman.
Yes.
Or a milkman.
Yeah, milkman is actually probably better.
You know, it's a job where you're moving around, and even though it's like kind of like it's a good amount of like kind of mindless work, but not all the way. And like, you know, I would definitely be a chatty Cathy to random people. You know, maybe there's a dog that I try to befriend and probably get bit by, you know, but and then now you can just throw your headphones in too, so you can listen to whatever, like get good exercise, get your steps in. So I think being a postman would be a good, like, it'd be a quality. You get government retirement too. That'd be a nice, steady, blue collar, just good routine. Get a nice, good routine, good structured job.
You miss your calling, man, because
Yeah.
I think you
Milkman
like
is
I
perfect,
can I can watch your future as the super
short
high shorts,
Oh,
the
yeah.
short shorts, and the hey howdy doody. Like you would nail it. That would be you.
I would invent new cliches for the weather. You know, like
It's dad jokes constantly. Like that's your existence is dad jokes.
Oh, Nick's such a mailman. I'm going back to the day we interviewed you at Huge Ass Burgers about a KSR internship. We should have been like, look, kid, you're a mailman. Just go out there and live your dream. You're the guy that walks around with dog bone bag, and like even the dogs love you. It's like, here's a little treat for my good boy. Every day that you're covering Kentucky football is a day that you're not living your calling.
The old ladies are just missing out because they'd probably be giving me like, you know, pieces of fruitcake to take home, like
Beef with the UPS guy, you know.
You'd Amazon.
I'm gonna beat you to that house.
Wow, that feels like a good place to end it, doesn't it, Drew?
Yeah, that was great. We found out that we're actually keeping Nick Roush from doing what he was meant to do.
And the kids are reading books, and Roush needs to be giving out letters.
Well, this was fun. I enjoyed not talking about sports with you all. Tomorrow, we'll get back to, and even a little bit tonight, you know, 11 personnelling. He'll be talking about Bush Hamden in the offense. This wasn't the time for that. This was to talk about how squirrels are ruining lives and the kids are reading again.
Ooh, bigger threat to humanity: squirrels or the Comet alien?
Squirrels.
Definitely squirrels. No doubt about it.
Well, on that, we'll sign off. I didn't even finish my Country Boy. What a nice, responsible episode. Going to finish it now. Enjoy a few more tonight. Thank you all for tuning in on KSR's YouTube channel. Stick with us. It's the crossover season with basketball and football going on at the same time, plus everything else. KentuckySportsRadio.com. We'll cover it all. I'm Drew. He's Nick with the finger guns. He should be out delivering mail right now, but we're keeping him from that. Jack and Zack, thanks for joining us. This was another happy hour. Shout out Country Boy. Go Cats.